I'm going to say these are potentially the four most powerful words you can utter to yourself to get out of almost any situation.
Enter the world of magic mushrooms with Microdose U.
Okay, so today I'm just going to turn the mic on and start recording because I've got something really important for you. It's the holidays. Holidays are coming up, and so many of us are just feeling like weird. I don't know if the word is like depressed or just feeling just not feeling the energy of this time of year. Other people are getting on your nerves. You're just not feeling the happiness that you should be feeling. And I'm going to speak to that today because I've got some things that I really think are going to help you get through the holidays and hopefully glide through. But I mean, a lot of these things I've experimented with and found by trial and error. And so you don't have to go through these. I'm going to share these with you. And I think they're going to work because let's face it, the holidays are a tough time. I'd be lying, totally lying, if I said I'm 100%, everything is just fantastic because the holidays are coming and I just can't wait to do all the things the holidays have to offer. I'd be lying. I'm feeling it like you're feeling it. So let's go through some things that we can work through right now. And I'm going to give you some examples and actually some things that came to me recently that have helped me. And one thing in particular, I'm going to say these are potentially the four most powerful words you can utter to yourself to get out of almost any situation. I'm going to share those with you in just a couple seconds because, well, first okay. So of course, the show is called Microdose U. So I'm going to recommend you do not let up on your microdosing during the holidays because it's probably more important than ever. And if you need to microdose 2 times per day, morning and evening, I give you permission. Dr. Dave gives you permission. Now, remember, nothing here is medical advice. This is what I do sometimes. And if you want to follow what I do, you're more than welcome to. But it's not looked at as medical advice. I'm sharing my story and exactly what I do. And also, if you need to do a little bit of a larger dose of magic mushrooms, a little bit of a larger dose, I call that kind of like a little bit of a booster or a middle dose. It really does work well. And I'm talking in the neighborhood of 500 milligrams to 1 gram. If you need to boost yourself to get through the holidays, it is okay. Remember, this is plant medicine. It's natural. It's really safe. Just be careful where you do it because, of course, there are some areas that it's legal, some areas where it's not. And I want you to be safe and I want you to be careful. But again, a middle dose, a booster dose or a middle dose can potentially get you through some really rough times. Now, I want to share a couple things that I've been through because if I share my story and things that have been going on in my life, I'm going to be very transparent because many people think, oh, Dr. Dave he's sailing through every day and it's fantastic. Well, most days I do. Yes, I've told you this. The microdosing journey has helped me incredibly. But there are some things that come up, and I'll share them with you right now that I had to get out of because they were playing with me. And one is I was going to see a personal trainer for 2 years in a gym. And we had a great relationship. I mean, things were beautiful. And never anticipated anything weird coming out of this relationship whatsoever. But one day, recently, right after the election, she turned into a different person. And I wasn't expecting this. I didn't ask for anything. It was really, really weird. I can't even explain. I don't even want to go into detail because, again, I don't want to defame anybody. If it's true, though, it's not defamation, right? But I'm not going to give any names. I'm not going to give any names of any gyms or anything like that. Suffice to say, it was between me and her, but she turned into a totally different person. And it was so weird and so uncomfortable and so uncalled for. And I didn't know what to do. And I gave her a chance. I gave her like 3 different weeks, 3 different sessions. Like, okay, come on, what's wrong here? But it was obvious that there was some kind of problem. She perceived a problem that maybe I wasn't on her side as far as the election. And Nothing could be further from the truth because guess what? Nobody sees who I voted for. I never talk politics anywhere. You know that. You've never seen me talk politics on the show. And I've been a big fan of, hey, look, the election is crazy. There's a lot of crazy stuff coming down, but let's not lose any friends. Let's not lose family members or anything like that over an election. That's crazy. But maybe she didn't subscribe to that policy. I don't know. But it got to the point where, look, and I'm the one paying her money. I'm paying her bills by coming in and being a client of hers. And so it got to the point where a few weeks earlier, I was somewhere. Actually, I was going pretty deep. I was at a musical event, and what I like to do. I like to sit there and go deep before it starts, and even while it's going on. And it was really strange, but these four words just came into my mind, and I wasn't asking for anything, but these four words entered my mind from nowhere. And the four words were, "You are in control." And I have to tell you, I thought about it and I said to myself, or wherever the words came from, I said, yeah, that's true. I'm the one in control. I've got control over my life. I've got control over what other people do to me. I'm in control. In most circumstances, I control everything. So after a really, really rough time, and I gave this my all because I wanted this relationship to work out with my trainer because I loved her. And I never did anything wrong. I was more than respectful and always paid on time. And I loved all the other gym members. It was like a little community. But it got to the point, and I said to myself, I am no longer going to be abused by somebody. She's like trying to, abuse my life. And I'm the one paying her. So I took a step back and I said, I am in control. I can do whatever I want in this situation. She's not making me be there. She's not making me do anything. She can try to make me upset because, she obviously there was something about me that she didn't like anymore. She could try to upset me. She could try to alienate me or whatever I don't even know what she was trying to do. But the words came to me very strongly. I am in control. And as soon as I said those words to myself, all of the weird feelings that were in my body from this woman that were like, it's very hard to explain what it felt like, but they all just vanished. They went away. Because guess what? I was in control. Nobody can do that to me. They can try, and it might work temporarily until I realize that I'm the one in control. And then I get my mind together and I say, well, screw this. Yeah, I don't have to take this from anybody. And this could fit in any situation that you might be in as well, whether it's the holidays or not. Remember, I really do believe that most of the strange feelings, the depression, the anxiety, not all, but most of it stems from other human beings. Something that somebody has done to you, said to you, looked at you the wrong way, made you feel a certain way, judged you in a certain way. Most of our weird feelings, think about this. Most of our weird feelings come from other human beings. I mean, you're not going to be outside on a hike in the woods and you're going to look at a tree and get like, oh man, that tree really just got me upset. That tree got me sad. That tree said something to me wrong, or no, that doesn't happen. And oh, the sun got to me today. I feel horrible. No, it's almost always another human being or human beings. So when that happens to you, when you take a step back and say, I'm in control. 4 words, I am in control. It goes away, or it greatly diminishes itself. I'm telling you, try it. It works. Try it over the holidays. Try it in your life in general. I had a guy just a short time ago that was, in my mind, I felt trying to pull one over on me in business. I won't go into detail, but let's say this guy was trying to pull a quick one on me. And he got to a point where it got to a point where I was feeling kind of weird about the relationship. So what did I do? I took a step back and I said, hey, I said this to myself. I said, I am in control. He can't do this to me. He can't tell me what to do. He can't dictate how my business is running. I am in control. And from that point on, the guy was out of my life, never to be heard from again. I felt much better. You know why? Because I am in control. And guess what? So are you. You are in control. I'm going to give you a little exercise to do over the holidays and beyond if you ever feel like you're getting into some kind of a weird situation with other people. Before I do that, just real quickly, if you love what you're hearing or seeing here, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. It keeps the channel going. And in that way, I'm able to share this with as many people out there as possible. I've always said that if I can help one person, just one person, then my job is done. But I have a feeling, I have a feeling I'm helping a lot more than one. Remember, check the show notes, my website, microdoseu.com. Microdose with the letter U on the end of it, microdoseu.com. A lot of stuff there. A lot of us now are hanging out on the Patreon channel. Oh my God, what the thing, we got some good things going there. And I will just share this, that I'm sharing some things there that I am not able to share anywhere else. If you can understand, read between the lines, we're having a lot of fun over there. The link is always in the show notes and on my website, Patreon, our Patreon channel. It's a paid channel, very, very inexpensive, but the reason I set it up there is because it helps the entire project here with the podcast and all this equipment, this microphone that you're seeing. Everything costs money that I do, and I pay this out of my pocket. But the Patreon channel really does help us quite a bit. So thanks to all of you that have joined recently. We've got a little influx of some new people, so we're having a great time over there. Okay, so if you get yourself into some weird situations over the holidays and beyond, remember, you can do a little bit more of a microdose, like 1 or 2 per day. That really does help quite a bit. You could do a little bit more of a middle dose, or a little bit what we could call booster dose. And I want you to, when you get into a situation, I want you to take a step back and remember what old Dr. Dave had to say here on this show before the holidays, or right before the holidays, or depending on when you're listening to him. Remember what he had to say. Take a step back, take a deep breath. And I'm going to try this all together right now. And I want you to say, along with me, the 4 words. Because I'm telling you, when you practice this and you get confidence saying this, there will not be a situation where anybody else can bother you, get into your life, disturb you, mess with you in any way. I promise you this. So we're all going to say this together. In a bad situation, somebody's messing with you, somebody's screwing around with you, and how dare they screw with you? How dare they? We're all going to say together, okay? I am in control. Let's say it one more time, very slowly and loud. I am in control. Basically, in so many words, what that is saying, and again, I try to keep my show really clean. So I'm going to say something. So if any kids are in the room right now, tell them to hold their ears, because I do try to keep this clean. But by saying I am in control, it's basically saying, fuck you. You are not going to be able to fuck with my life. I'm the one in control, and nobody else fucks with my life. And when you're confident like that, when you're able to say it, I am promising you, your entire world will change. I want you to share with me in the show notes here, if you're on YouTube, because that's the only place I think we really have. No, not the show notes, the comments. Comments in either YouTube or Spotify. I think those are the only places you can really make comments. Share with me what you're going to do, how you're going to use it, if you used it all yet, and how it works, how you feel about it. I put out a brand new episode every Wednesday and every Friday. I do this for you because I want to see you feeling good every single day. I love you. My name is Dr. Dave, and this is Microdose U.